Well, he gave us a great amount of detail on these strikes, including the fact that this mission actually started at midnight on Friday with a group of B-2 stealth bombers leaving a military base in the U.S. state of Missouri. And they actually split, one acting as a decoy and flying over the Pacific, the other group heading east, a group of 7 B-2 bombers making that 18-hour flight to the target areas. The defense secretary said the operation is known as Midnight Hammer, and that it involved the use of 75 precision-guided munitions, including 14 bunker bombers, the majority of which were actually dropped over that Fordo enrichment site. We also learned that a Navy submarine in the Persian Gulf fired 24 Tomahawk missiles as part of this attack, hitting that Isfahan site. The defense secretary said this operation lasted 25 minutes and that these B-2 bombers went in and out without anybody noticing, that there was no shots fired from the Iranian side. Pete Hegseth also saying that the objective of this operation was not about regime change, but about taking out Iran's nuclear capabilities. And he also had some pretty high praise for President Trump.
The operation President Trump planned was bold and it was brilliant, showing the world that American deterrence is back. When this president speaks, the world should listen. And the U.S. military, we can back it up.
The president has certainly threatened that if Iran does not come to the negotiating table, if it does not move towards peace, that the U.S., or if it retaliates, that the U.S. will be very swift in its response. And certainly we have seen this buildup in military assets in that region over the past week, which would give the president the ability to act very quickly if he chose to.
And Toni, for today, Sunday, the United Nations Security Council is due to meet up in New York at the request of Tehran.
That's right. We're expecting this meeting to take place in the next few hours. And according to reports, Russia, China, and Pakistan will propose a draft UN Security Council resolution calling for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire in the Middle East. Obviously, Russia and China have already come out quite forcefully to condemn these strikes by the U.S. military. But the U.S. is a permanent member of the UN Security Council. So whatever comes up, if it comes up for a vote, they will most certainly shoot that down. But the Iranian ambassador to the UN has called these strikes a blatant and unlawful act of aggression. And he sent this letter overnight calling on the Security Council to condemn Washington's strikes, in his words, in the strongest possible terms. And he's also calling on the Council to take all necessary measures to ensure that the perpetrator of such, in his words, a heinous crime is held fully accountable and does not go unpunished.